Okay. Namaskarbhya. Uh, so we'll continue our study with more sentence formations today. And this one from the last class was the homework to come up with your own sentences for this sequence of pictures here. This is a simple story which I think all of us know, that a crow comes and then it is thirsty. It gets the shilakhandam is the pebbles, and then it puts it into the drops it into the pot, and then the water which was very low there, it comes up and then it can drink, it can reach the water, and it flies away. This is a simple story, and there are a lot of ways to form this. Many of you have done a very good job, and in fact all of you have done this nicely, tried it. But one thing why I wanted to bring up this in the class timing is that one thing very important, underline this and keep this in mind, which will be very helpful, that to learn a language we need to forget other languages. So that is the important point which with my experience I'm telling that, and it has been very helpful. Now all of us, we know different languages, right? Now some of us know multiple languages, and now when we try to learn a language, this comes into mind that first we think about that word or that sentence like in a different language, maybe English or our own mother language, mother tongue. So we think like this crow looks at the pot, it sits on the pot, it comes to the pot, and then it drops the pebbles into the pot. So we start translating them. Think of translating them. Like how do you say in the pot? That is the question. This is the question which many of you ask me, right? Like, or you may be asking others also, and which these questions naturally come into mind. How do I say this? How do I say that? No. How do I say that it picks up? How do I say it picks up the pebbles? How do I say it drops the pebbles? How do I say into this one? How do I say it is flying? These are all valid questions, but the trick to learning a language quickly is to forget the other languages. It is not easy because we have been exposed and every day use it, not only exposed previously, but even every day, every minute we use other languages, other words. It is not easy to just forget the other words and other thoughts and then thinking in other languages and then trying to come up with. But try it, try it hard, really hard, and it will help a long way. It is many of you know from different sources already, different words already, right? In Sanskrit, how do we say in the pot? How do we say it is flying? So some of you know from your exposure to other Sanskrit resources also. Some of you know based on your some of the words in the Indian languages also, which are valid. But I strongly recommend that even though you know, best thing to do while learning is try to form the sentences with the given words. That is the beauty. If you follow this, I'll guarantee you, you will learn it very fast. Instead of thinking, how do I say in the pot? Forget that. With the given, with whatever has been learned, you might have learned that is in the other, from different sources, that's okay. But for this exercise at least, for this class exercise at least, try to use the words and the vibhaktis which are already learnt, which are in this, so far in this class series we have learnt. That will make you to think and be simplistic. I mean, learning different words and different vibhaktis and doing that is very easy, but that will not help much in understanding or in the thought process. So think of I think most of us have this experience, like in a baby or a very young boys or girls, kids that of the age like say 2 years or even 1 year or 2 years, that not older than that. So they know very few words and very few ways to form the sentence. But are they able to communicate or not? So we have all this experience. If you have the kids at home, 1 or 2 years previously or now or maybe in future, some of you, if you have that experience, you will understand how these 1 or 2 years olds with a very limited vocabulary and very limited ability to form complex sentences. Complex means for us it is easy, for us because we already know that what it means. How do we say in the pot? So we know in the pot or under the table or behind something. So all these things, different words and combinations we know, and now it is easy for us, but for them they don't know. So how are they going to? They have to communicate to us, and they do, and this is our experience. They do. How do they do? How do they do? So if they don't know some noun, they replace it with something which is closer to that. For example, when they want to say door, they might say cupboard or window because it looks similar, and for them it looks related. If they look at the cow, they may say cat. They may say something which they know. So the same approach has to be done here. So we don't have to go beyond what is there, and this will really make us hard to think, and that is where the beauty comes up. Yeah. So later on, when all of us are going to move forward, obviously, and then know a lot of words, but even in that, at that stage, this will help actually. At that stage, what happens is, if you know a lot of other words now and try to use all of them, what happens is our translation trend sticks to us. Okay? We will not be able to come out of it. We will be always translating. So because we know what is, how do we say in the pot, we'll just translate it. Because we know how to say behind something, we always translate it. Because we know. So to come out of that, try to restrict your vocabulary during that window, and think in this with using these words only. So that will make you to think in that language. There is no other language, you know. The translation has to be abandoned. Yeah. So this is a very key point, key strategy which will be helpful. So try that one next time. So if you do not know vibhakti, it doesn't matter. If you know Prathama Vibhakti, Titiya Vibhakti, just put that word only. It doesn't matter. You don't have to go like somebody has written Kandukena or Ghatena, something Shilakhandena. That's because you are trying to go around it. Like, you are trying to think of the word which will replace that. And this will, if you think in this direction, it will increase your mastery over the language. And this will master in the language means how you might, some might be thinking like how does it improve the mastery of the language when we are using the less words. But trust me, because this is just the exercise to move away from that translation mindset. This is the biggest roadblock what we are having, what everybody learner has, and they easily fall into that. So this exercise will help us to move away from that, and then as we learn more and more words, then we'll be used to that already. So then we'll stop that thinking in other language and translating it. That so we'll be used to that kind of approach. So here I have tried to put with the words which you already learned, because now, for example, here ekaha kakaha asti, we know that, and try to form simple words. Don't think complicated big words. We're not impressing anybody. You're not taking any MA exam here. Simple. Ekaha kakaha asti, kakaha jalam ichhati, kakaha ghatasya. We know Shashti Vibhakti. These are some of the important vibhaktis we already covered. Like Prathama Shashti is the important one because it helps a lot to join the words in a sentence. Only think I used a couple of new words here like Samipe. Samipe means near. Kakaha, it is not a different vibhakti. Samipe is like a laghu. It's an unchanging form. You can use it anywhere. So kakaha.
Sir.
Yeah.
Sir, this word Samipe, Upari, these two words I missed. I couldn't visualize that while writing. So there I stopped. So my story has become incomplete because of lack of sentence in between. I simply wrote Kakaha Gata Gatasya Upavishati.
Yeah, that's okay. I think we.
You after seeing your key, I'm able to find out Samipe Upavishati.
Right. So I think Upari
like that because I'm thinking to write only in Sanskrit, not thinking in other sentences of other languages. I'm getting stopped there.
Yeah, that is fine. That will happen. It will take a long time. I'm telling you.
Yes, sir.
It will take a long time to get used to it.
Yes, this Silakandam Anayati you have told in the key. Actually, I had written Nayati. I don't know the Anayati.
Yeah. Okay. That's okay. Write it. No problem. Even if it doesn't mean anything, that's fine.
Okay, sir.
Write it, and I think Upari also I think I mentioned in the last class. That's fine. Upari means Upari, Samipe. These are like Laghu. They are an unchanging form. So you can use anywhere. Wherever you want to say nearby, you can use Samipe. And on something, on top of something, then you can use Upari. And when you use Upari and Samipe, note that near what that something is there will become a Shashti Vibhakti. And similarly, Upari, Ghatasya Upari, on top of Ghata or pot. So this becomes Shashti. So Upari, wherever Upari is used, on top of what thing it is, that noun becomes, has to be in the Shashti Vibhakti. So Shashti Vibhakti we already know.
Okay.
And this this is a good point you brought up, and there you stopped, and you couldn't complete, and it is going to happen many times if for the serious.
I completed all writing all the things, but in between gaps are there. That gaps how to fill I don't know.
Yes, yeah, just leave it. I mean, if you don't
then I'm waiting for your key at that point, because I don't like to write something
right.
else wrong.
Right.
So then I'm able to learn that I have to write like
this. Sure thing. So what I'm saying is this kind of approach for if you are serious about learning really the Sanskrit as a language, as it is supposed to be spoken as a Sanskrit language, not as some other language using Sanskrit words. We don't want to talk some other language using Sanskrit words. So the objective here is not to learn Sanskrit words. We want to learn Sanskrit language. So that is what I was telling. So try to limit and then think only using the given words or known words so far, and try to follow. And this type of approach is going to it is going to take some time. It is not easy. It is not going to be like in 1 week will be used to it. Some of you it might happen. I'm not saying it is impossible, but this kind of changing the way we think and undoing or unlearning what we are used to do is difficult, and is going to take time. But if you are really interested to the Sanskrit way, then you have to be like patient a little bit. It is going to be frustrating for a few days. It will take few weeks, maybe 3-4 months, maybe 6 months. It may take a little more also, but over and over we have to keep on pushing it, like because we are so much used to it. Like we just think in something and talk and put the words. Even while speaking English also it happens to us. There it's okay because it's just a common, just the way of communication we are trying to do there. But here we want to learn a language seriously. Then whenever that kind of thinking thought process happens, try to stop it and then think that you know only these many things, only you know this, and you don't know any other words. So then we have kakah ghatasya samipe agacchati, saha ghatasya upari upavishati, tatra jalam alpam asti. So here tatra jalam alpam asti, there alpam, if you don't know, then you can substitute that with something else. Tatra jalam bahu nasti, if you know bahu, but you know nasti, na asti, you know. Tatra jalam adhikam nasti or bahu nasti. Then ghatasya samipe shilakhanda asti. Then kakah shilakhandam manayati, saha shilakhandam ghatasya antah kshipati. Here antah is also a new word, I think. Right? Antah means inside here. So here antah, upari and samipe. These are new words, I think. These antah means inside, upari means on, and then samipe near. All these three are like unchanging forms. Like you can use it anywhere. Like antaha looks like Ramaha, but it doesn't change its form. There is no like Bahuvachana of anta. Anta means inside. It is just antaha. Anta it doesn't have any linga, vibhakti or vachana. It is just antaha. So note all the three forms here. Upari, antaha, samipe. And the word related to this antaha, upari, samipe will be in the shashti form. Like ghatasya. Ghatasya ante, grahasya, no, not ante, antaha, grahasya antaha, ghatasya antaha, like that. Kapatikayaha antaha, shalayaha antaha. So shalayaha is shashti vibhakti, right? Aka, shalayaha antaha, petikayaha antaha. So wherever this antaha, upari, samipe comes, you should use shashti vibhakti with that related thing. Like petikayaha samipe, nadyaha samipe. then jalam upari agacchati. Jalam upari agacchati. Note here, upari is related to upari is related to where? There is no Shashti Vibhakti in this, right? So it doesn't have to be there because only water is coming up. Coming up on what? On what is not needed here. So jalam just comes up. Okay? Jalam upari agacchati. Kakah jalam pibati. Saha santushtah bhavati. Saha anyatra gacchati. So nitihi yatra ichcha tatra margaha. So this most of you have written it nicely. So so there is no need to try like is flying. How do you say flying? It's just going. Sa anyatra gacchati. Again, think like a 1 year, 2 year old baby. What he doesn't know the word fly. That's fine. It's just going. Anyatra gacchati. Okay, that was. But anyway, very good attempt by most of you. Some of you have not. Almost all of you are. Yes, any question?
ये कहानी लिख सकते बात सर?
हाँ, कहानी
ये कहानी हम लोग लिख सकते हैं ऐसे जरा थोड़ी देर तक रखे तो
हाँ हाँ
लिख लेऊंगा।
हाँ लिखे आप लिखे ना अभी लिखेंगे आप?
हाँ कब बाद में देते क्या कब?
हाँ ये तो ईमेल में भेजा था।
हाँ
आपको
थोड़ा लिखे और थोड़ा है।
अच्छा अच्छा हाँ हो गया?
Yes, sir. One more thing. The last sentence.
Which one?
Shall I tell, sir?
Yeah, which one? Which sentence?
Shall I tell, sir?
Yes.
Yatra ichcha tatra marg. Okay, that I have written some other way. Yatra sankalpam unnatam tatra jayam asti. For a small bird like this much sentence is not required maybe, but somehow I got this idea. I written Yatra sankalpam unnatam tatra jayam asti. Is it correct, sir?
Yes, that is correct. What you are saying is correct. Only thing, those when you are using those words, the words you are saying is they are not in the right lingam, because sankalpa is a pullinga.
Sankalpa I written.
Sankalpaha. It should be sankalpa. Change it to sankalpa. Okay, that is a pullinga word. And jaya is also pullinga. So change it to both pullinga. Sankalpa. Yatra sankalpaha. Tatra jaya.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir.
Both are pullinga. हाँ नीला देवी
दिख रहा है
हाँ
दिख रहा है थोड़ा सर
थोड़ा है
हाँ
So या आप लिखिए मैं इससे बात करूँगा. So anybody remember we studied the Kriyapada, right? Kriyapada forms like in Vartamana Kala, in present tense, like Pathati, Gacchati, and here also this Asti is also one of the Kriyapadam. इच्छति, आगच्छति, उपविशति, आनयति, नयति. Nayati means what? Carries. Carries or takes, both. Nayati carries or takes. Anayati brings. So similar to gacchati, agacchati, nayati, anayati, they are reverse. Gacchati goes, agacchati comes. Nayati takes, anayati brings. That doesn't mean that whenever you can use a for any kriya pada and then it becomes reverse. This is just for agacchati and anayati and some other kriya padam, not everywhere. This is so kshipati is what? Throws. Pibati, so all these we have studied. So these are what forms are these? These are Vartamana Kala, right? Vartamana Kala means what? Present tense. And in what is the Vachanam for all these? What is the Vachanam?
Ekavachanam.
Ekavachanam.
Yeah, Rao.
Ajit?
In Rale.
Ekavachanam. So all these are Ekavachanam.
Dinanda Pidinam together.
So all these are Ekavachanam. And these are used with, so I just wanted to show you. Slide number 186. Okay, so here. Remember this, every kriya pada in a tense, this is present tense, which is Vartamana Kala. In a Kala or tense, it can take 9 forms, right? So we have been studying, we have studied, we have looked at this form, like Ramaha Pathati, Ramaha Gacchati, Krishnaha Agacchati. So all these, Paranam Patati. Like this we have studied this form. And also we have studied this, I think, Aham Pathami, Aham Gacchami, Aham Dhavami, etc. So this Pathami, Gacchami, like Ami, me, all this me form, this is used with Aham only Aham. Okay? Only when I am, the person who does the kriya, person who does the work is Aham only, I. It should be I. Then only I use Ami, me, etc. If there is somebody else, not you, not me, this we are not yet seen, but you can see it here right now. Just one example here, Tvam Patasi. This, the Pathasi, with the CC, etc., CCC, this form is used only with Tvam. Tvam has to be in the sentence, or it is actually, it may be hidden also, but Tvam has to be there. And in this, wherever me is used, Aham has to be there. Other than these two, everywhere else we use this form, like which ends in ti, like Pathati, Gacchati, Nayati, Anayati, Shrunoti, Gayati, Dhyayati, etc. So we use Pathati everywhere else except Aham and Tvam. And we are using only Ekavachanam. These things we will see later. Now coming back to Ekavachanam, this is used in Vartamana Kala, or these forms are in present tense. Present tense means what? The kriya is happening now. Okay? Happening now. The definition of now in Sanskrita could be exactly at this moment it is happening, or it could be a little bit flexible, like 1 hour later or few hours later, then that's fine. So there is no present continuous or simple continuous differentiation in Sanskritam here. Just we have one form of Vartamana Kala. Whether the Kriya is happening in this right at this moment, somebody is going, so we use same Patati, Patasi, Patami, whether I am reading, or if I want to say I read the book after 10 minutes, so I can just say Patami also. Aham pustakam patami. Now, I'll stop. So is there any question here so far before we move on to the next topic? So look, it's wrong here. No prevent tense. Just copy pasted it. Verb forms in okay. So these are the verb forms in the Ajna, or we need to it's better. These are the verb forms when we want to request somebody to do something or order somebody. So both are similar. I think this in English it is called imperative or something like that. Imperative forms. This is not a kala actually. This is not a tense. Right? This is a form of usage of a kriyapada or a word. So we use pathatu to request somebody. For example, Ramaha pustakam pathatu. So that is a word. That is a sentence. Ramaha pustakam pathatu. So what does this mean? Let Rama read the book. Ramaha pustakam pathatu. Let Rama read the book. So we are praying or we are requesting Rama or somebody. Who is requesting? Who is saying this sentence? Some speaker. It could be me or it could be anybody. But Rama is not saying this sentence. Who is the pathatu? Pathatu means what? Let the person read. So Rama is not saying this sentence. Somebody else is saying this sentence. Okay? Somebody else is requesting or ordering. So in that case, we use this kind of form, this pathatu. So note that the difference. When it is pathati, that the action is happening now, Vartamana Kala. So Ramaha pustakam pathati means Rama is reading the book now. But if we change the form to tu instead of ti, instead of adding ti at the end for the verb root, if we add that, change it to tu after patha, then the meaning totally changes. Pathatu means let that thing do that work. Means Ramaha pustakam pathatu means Rama should read the book, or Rama, please Rama. It may be request also, or it may be order also. How do we know? By the context again. If it is written format, by the context. If you are talking, by the tone, intonation. So whether it is ordering tone or a requesting tone, based on that you can make out. Or if it is like a writing, then there is no tone, right? So then based on the context, what thing is going on in that story. Based on that, we have to make it up. So patatu. So similarly, we'll see example.
There is no 10, but if we applicable, I Bhavishya Kala, right?
There is no kala here.
Okay. So if you want to say something like he should read tomorrow, is there a different form?
Yeah, so then we should read tomorrow. Then we use that tomorrow word in the sentence. Like tomorrow is shvaha. Right? Saha pustakam shvaha patatu. He should read the pustak, that book tomorrow. Saha pustakam shvaha patatu. Shvaha means what? Shvaha is tomorrow.
Okay. Right.
So adya is today.
One doubt. Sir, one doubt. How we can apply the Ajna Prayoga to Uttama Purusha?
Yeah. So I should, right? I should do this. I should. Don't we say I should? I should read the book. Or let me read the book.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So these are the side things which come up.
Shvaha?
Shvaha is tomorrow.
Huh?
Tomorrow.
Tomorrow.
Next day. Kal. Kal means tomorrow. Shvaha. Kal means not yesterday. Tomorrow. Shvaha. And then adya is today. And day after tomorrow is parashvaha. Parso is parashvaha. Day after tomorrow. Do you want to know yesterday also? Okay, since we have started this, let's finish. So adya is today. Shvaha is tomorrow. Parashvaha is day after tomorrow. Let me write it here. Parashvaha. Some of you may not be able to see it. Parashvaha is
Day
after tomorrow.
before yesterday?
This is today, tomorrow, day after tomorrow. Now yesterday is yaha. Yaha. Let me write that in English to make it clear. Yaha. And obviously, day before yesterday is parahyaha. So adya today, shvaha tomorrow, parashvaha day after tomorrow. Then if you go back, yaha, parahyaha is yaha yesterday, parahyaha day before yesterday. Okay. So you can use this too with all the Kriyapadam which we have learnt so far. Pathatu, likhatu, pashyatu, hasatu, kelatu, kridatu, tisthatu, pavishatu, vahatu, astu. All this. So I have written some Namapadam here. Namapadam on the right side. So let's try to make some sentences. You don't have to use the same what I have written here, same Namapadam, but just for reference I have written here. So you can use some other Namapadam if you want, and then try to make the sentence using these Ajna or Prarthana Vachaka Kriyapadam. Ajna Vachaka, Prarthana Vachaka. These are not Vartamana Kala Kriyapadam. These are Ajnarthaka or Prarthana Vachaka. Okay. So, who is on the top? We'll start with Karta Mahoday. Try to use this Likhatu with in a sentence.
Likhatu.
Likhatu. Note that, one more thing. Note that you can use this with Bhavan or Bhavati also. Okay? Though this Bhavan and Bhavati means you, right? This we know already. You. You is you in Pullinga, you in you in Strilinga. You in Pullinga is Bhavan, you in Strilinga is Bhavati. Then we that means you. Then also we use these forms only, like Patati we already used. Bhavan Pustakam Patati, Bhavati Pustakam Patati. So here we don't have to use, we should not use that the form of the verb which comes with the Madhyama Purusha, Tvam. Okay? That form should be used only with Tvam. But with Bhavan and Bhavati, we should use only these Prathama Purusha forms only, okay? Like Patati, Patato, these forms only. So it becomes very convenient now to use Bhavan and Bhavati with this Patati, Patato and any such forms. Okay. Karta Mahoday,
Bhavan. Bhavan Katha Likhatu.
Uttamam. Now Bhavan Katha Likhatu. Now you have to think about the Vibhakti also. Now, what should be the Vibhakti of Katha? It is a Karma Padam, right? Because he is writing the story, the Karma Padam. Kasya Lekhana Kriya Bhavati. Kathayaha Lekhanam Bhavati. So Kathaya Lekhanam Bhavati means the Katha should be in Ditya Bhakti. Ditya. Karma Padam. So what will be the sentence now? Bhavan. What is the Ditya Bhakti of Katha? Karma Padam. Karta Mahoday.
Katham.
Katham. Right? Katham. Bhavan Katham Likhatu. Correct. Okay. Next one. Geeta Bhagini. Pashyatu. Geeta Bhagini. न श्रूयते.
महिला पुस्तकं पश्यतु.
महिला पुस्तकं पश्यतु. So but the meaning should be clear there. Mahila pustakam pashyatu, that you are saying that sentence. You can say directly to that Mahila also, or just to somebody else also. You are just generally saying Mahila pustakam pashyatu.
Okay.
That means Mahila should read Mahila should see the book.
See the book.
Yeah.
The sentence is correct?
Yes. Mahila Pustakam Pashyatu. Correct. What is the vibhakti of Pustakam?
Pustakam Dvitiya vibhakti.
Correct. Right. Yes. Very good. Dvitiya vibhakti. Napunsakalinga.
Napunsakalinga.
Okay. Correct. Next one also you want to do Hasatu.
असतु सीता I'm not able to get the word there.
Sita.
Sita, television, yeah, whatever.
So hasatu can be taken as a akarmaka kriya, right? So we can just say Sita hasatu.
Asatu is laughing.
Yeah, laughing.
But it is a akarmaka kriya, right? So it doesn't need any karma padam.
Yes.
So we can say Sita hasatu.
Correct.
Sita hasatu.
Yeah, Sita.
Sita hasatu.
She is looking at the TV and or something, then she is laughing. That is different. But she is just laughing, right? Because she is not laughing the TV.
Okay.
Right. Sita hasatu. That's it.
Hasatu.
Right. Okay, dhanyawada. Next one.
Thank you.
Soumya Bhagini.
Yes, Guruji.
Khelatu.
Balakah khelatu? Is it?
Samichanam.
Okay.
Balakah khelatu. Next one also. Kridatu.
Balika kridatu?
Yes. Perfect. Balika kridatu.
Dhanyawada.
Who is next? Jagrati. Jagrati.
Yes, Guruji.
Yeah. Tishtatu.
Sita.
Sita.
These two, but if I want to say, like, I can say chair, right? On the chair or?
No, just tishtatu. There is no on the chair. Sita tishtatu.
Tishtatu, okay.
Where is a different thing. Just because there is no karma pada needed here.
Got it.
Here is not a karma pada. So, Sita tishtatu. Okay, next one.
Pitika upavisitu.
What is Pitika?
Pitika is table.
So table, you want to make the table to sit?
I was just thinking table is sitting there, like, but I guess we can say Mahila upavisitu.
Mahila upavishatu, correct.
Yeah.
Mahila upavishatu means let the lady sit. Let the Mahila sit.
Got it.
Let the Mahila sit. Okay. Dhanyawada. Sandhya Bhagini, next.
Yes, Guruji.
Next one. Vahatu astu.
Vahatu ityukte flowing? Or?
Yeah, both. It can mean Nayatu also. Nayatu and Vahatu. Or Vahatu also means flowing. Vahatu means carry also.
Chalakah Vahatu?
Kim Vahatu?
Chalakah? I'm not sure.
Chalakah?
Vahatu?
Kim Vahatu?
Javanika Vahatu? Javanika ityukte curtain? I don't know.
Yes, curtain. Chalakah Javanika Vahatu. Okay. Then, so what is Chalakah?
No, that doesn't.
Vibhakti.
Can we just say Nadi Vahatu?
Yes, Nadi Vahatu is correct. Chalakah Javanika Vahatu. What is the meaning? No, meaning means I'm not saying whether Chalaka can take the curtain or not, but
okay.
What if you analyze this sentence?
Grammatically.
What does comes? Chalakah
Javanikaha. No.
So, so right now both are in Prathama Vibhakti. That means both are doing the work.
Oh, Chalakah Javanikam Vahatu?
Correct. Chalaka Javanikam Vahatu. So Chalaka has to take the
curtain.
Chalaka should take the curtain. Next one, Astu.
Javanika Astu.
Javanika Astu. All right. Next. Next, Sudhir Mohoday. Gacchatu agacchatu.
Lata gacchatu.
Lata gacchatu. Here, correct. That is correct. In general, it is correct. Lata gacchatu. But note that this gacchatu kriya in Sanskrit is a sakarmaka. The sakar means you have to say where also becomes karma padam here in Sanskrit. So
Lata karyalam gacchatu.
Lata karyalayam gacchatu.
Karyalam gacchatu.
Karyalayam. Right? Lata karyalayam gacchatu. Hopefully it will happen soon for all of us. We are stuck.
Gita graham agacchatu.
Gita graham agacchatu. Very good. So all of you please note this. Agacchatu, gacchatu, then you need a karma padam. If you are casually talking, that is fine. We can just say gacchatu, gacchatu. Just go. Where? You don't have to specify. Lata gacchatu. Lata go. So that's fine. But if you are thinking of specifically where the person has to go, then that where the destination should be in the Dvitiya Vibhakti. Unlike our different other languages where it could be in other Vibhaktis. So here it is Dvitiya Vibhakti, Karma Padam. Okay, Nageshwara Mahoday. Next two. Nageshwara Mahoday अस्ति किम् न श्रूयते unmute करोतु is also this form only ajna prarthana karotu न साध्यम ओके अग्रे रामप्रसाद महोदय
चालकः वाहनं चलतु
चालकः
वाहनं चलतु महिला
one second चालकः वाहनं what is the meaning of chalatu Chalati means what? What is chalati? What is chalati?
Moving.
Yeah, moves, right? Moves or moving.
Yeah.
So, vahanam chalati means vahana is moving, right?
Okay.
So, here you want to say chalakah vahanam should drive, should make it move. To make it move, it becomes chalayatu.
Okay.
Chalayatu. Make it move or drive. Chalakah vahanam chalayatu. That is correct. Or you can just
say only just to vahanam chalatu.
Yes, vahanam chalatu. That's correct. Means let the vehicle move.
No. Okay. Vahanam chalatu. Okay.
Okay. Next one.
महिला गृहायां धावतु.
Here. So if we say that चालकः वाहनं चलतु, is that incorrect because you say that driver may move the vehicle? He's not driving the vehicle necessarily. He just has to move the vehicle. Typically, we say, right, that move your vehicle. Is that a correct usage?
No, because chalatu is akarmaka. Chalat. So even moving is chalayatu only. Moving means chalakaha vahanam chalayatu. It is chalayatu is moving. Moving something else, not oneself. If you just use chalatu, that means that thing itself is moving, it is not moving something else. Chalatu is akarmaka. Yes, Suresh Mohoday, any question?
Clear.
Okay. Okay, Ramaprasad Mohoday.
Mahila Davatu.
Mahila Davatu. That is also akarmaka. Mahila go runs.
Yeah.
Sir, in what context generally the chalatu word will be used? Chalatu kriyapadam will be used.
Chalatu like a vayu chalatu. Why? Suppose vayu is like very stagnant weather.
Oh, yes, vayu.
Yeah, the wind. We want some wind.
Vayu.
Vayu chalatu.
Yes.
Or bus is sitting. You are sitting in the bus.
Not
it is
like
not
that.
moving.
Just like a vehicle is moving like that, will not tell. Chalatu word will not tell for just like vehicle is moving like that. Vehicle is driving. Will
Yeah,
not tell chalatu. Will tell.
No. If the vehicle itself is moving, you can say chalati. Vahanam chalati.
Okay.
Or if you are sitting in the vehicle for a long time, it is not moving, you are bored, and then you are saying, let this vehicle move. Yeah? So you can just say, Vahanam chalati. You are not asking the driver to drive it, but yourself you are saying, let the vehicle move. It is a long time now. Yeah.
What is the word for walk? Word, Sanskrit word for walk.
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 Are you saying? Sorry. Are you saying walk?
Walk. Yeah.
Yeah, walk is also chalati only. There are a lot of words for chalati. One of them is chalati only. Walking is chalati. Move, walk is all chalati. There are others also. Another word is charati. Charati means wandering. Like wanders. Walking, wandering, charati. Like sancharati. Sanchar, you know sanchar? So that is charati. Next one, Suresh Mohoday. Next one, Suresh.
Yeah, we covered up to chalatu, right?
Dhavatu, chalatu, both are finished.
Okay. Mahila petikam nayatu.
Yes.
Sita peyam pibatu.
Yes, both are sakarmaka. So the sentences are correct. Samichinam, vakyam, mahila petikam nayatu. Mahila balika peyam pibatu. Okay. Uttamam. Okay, next one, Lakshmikant Mohoday. Next.
Gita bhojanam khadatu.
Gita bhojanam khadatu. Let Gita eat the bhojan.
Sita bhavatu.
Sita bhavatu means what do you want to say?
Not very clear.
Sita bhavatu means what? What do you want to say? What is the intention of saying it? Sita bhavatu. Bhavatu means what? Bhavati means what? Sita bhavati means what? No?
Not clear.
Not clear?
Not clear.
Sita bhavati. Okay. Anybody want to try? Suresh Mohoday? Sita bhavati, bhavatu. What do you want to say here?
Sita Devi bhavatu.
Huh? Kim bhavatu?
Sita Devi bhavatu.
Huh. So bhavatu is no, sometimes it is used in the sense of astu, you know, where astu means
be there.
Let it be, right? Let it be. Asti means is, exists. Astu means let it be. Sukham astu, dhanam astu, like that. But bhavatu, sometimes it is used in that meaning also, like let it be. Sometimes it is used in the sense of let it happen. Bhavatu. Astu is not used in the sense of happening. Astu is just let it be. Bhavatu is sometimes used in that same sense, but many times it is used in the sense of happen. Let it happen. So generally the good examples are let the some like the time, for example, let Suryasta or Suryodaya. Suryodaya bhavatu, Suryastah bhavatu, like that.
Sir, can we say Ayushman bhavatu?
Ayushman bhavatu. There you can say Bhavan, like Bhavan Ayushman bhavatu. You Bhavan.
Bhavan Ayushman bhavatu.
Yeah.
So Santushta bhavatu also we can say.
Yes.
We read it in that Kak story. Crow.
Yeah.
Okay.
Commonly we say Sarvejana Sukhino Bhavantu.
Huh?
Sarvejana Sukhinam bhavatu.
Bhavantu. That is a Bhavantu is a Bahuvachanam. Many
okay.
people. Okay. Bhavatu is Ekavachanam. Bhavantu Bahuvachanam. Okay. Neela Devi. ये करना चाहेंगे आप? Let me try. हेलो नीला देवी.
सर.
हाँ.
उत्तिष्ठ.
हाँ. उसका वाक्य कैसे बने? सीता. उत्तिष्ठतु. हाँ, वो सुंदर.
कंटिन्यू सुनो सर वो.
हाँ, सीता उत्तिष्ठतु.
सीता. उत्तिष्ठतु. हाँ. उत्तिष्ठतु मीन सर खड़े रहना ना?
हाँ, खड़े रहना. हाँ. सीता. So how do you say let Sita? खड़े रहना के हिंदी में क्या बोलते हैं? Somebody try can Sudhir Mohan.
बालिका.
हाँ, बालिका उत्तिष्ठतु.
बालिका उत्तिष्ठतु.
खड़े रहने दो.
खड़े रहना.
हाँ, खड़े रहने दो.
भवतु का मीनिंग क्या है सर?
भवतु मीन्स होने दो. होने दो.
होने दो. अच्छा.
हिंदी we may say that सीता खड़े रहो. हिंदी we may say सीता खड़े रहो.
हाँ, खड़े रहो. सीता खड़े रहो. उत्तिष्ठतु.
हिंदी इसमें कुछ नहीं मिलता साहब.
हाँ, हिंदी में है ना सीता उत्तिष्ठतु. सीता
उत्तिष्ठतु.
सीता खड़े हो जाओ.
खड़े हो जाओ. उर्दू में भी वैसा ही रहता साहब.
अच्छा.
उर्दू तो आपको मालूम नहीं होगा.
उतना मालूम नहीं. खादतु. खादतु.
खादतु Khadatu means kalena.
हाँ
Kare.
खालो खालो
Khadatu. Pibatu means
पीलो
Pibatu means pilev.
That's one dot. Nayatu means?
नयतु means
Nayatu means Hindi में
हाँ ले जाओ ले जाओ
हाँ ले जाओ
हाँ ले जाओ
तेलुगु में मोयुटा बोलते हैं
अच्छा
Nayatu can also be utana.
गच्छतु means
गच्छतु में चले जाओ चले जाओ
हाँ चले जाओ आगच्छतु means आ जाओ
हाँ
Sir, here we have seen. Sir, here we have seen Gita Bhojanam Khadatu. Bhojanam, it should be Bhojanam or Bhojanam?
Bhojanam. Gita Bhojanam Khadatu.
मुझको दूंगा बाकी
तो भोजनम
भोजनम
ओके
కాదు ఆవిది చెప్తాను నేను ఇలా నేర్చున్నా కదా సార్ ఉన్నాడు ఇట్లా
Sir, Bhavatu exact sentence.
Bhavatu, one example, somebody said, I think, Karta Mohdaya said, Ayushman Bhavatu.
Ayushman Bhavatu.
Balakaha Ayushman Bhavatu. Or you can say, Suryodaya Bhavatu.
Bhavatu is akarmaka or sakarmaka? Bhavatu is akarmaka or sakarmaka?
Sometimes it is used in both the ways. Like when it says, let it be, in that sense, it is akarmaka, right? Like astu, when it says astu bhavatu. Otherwise, if something has to happen, then it will be sakarmaka. Something is going to happen.
Okay. Thank you.
But generally, it is considered akarmaka. Bhavatu is akarmaka. Saha bhavati. Sahavati means he only becomes, right? He is not becoming. The becoming is not happening something else. Sayankala bhavatu. Sayankala bhavatu means what?
The evening.
So evening is going to happen. So that is it is akarmaka only there also. So Ayushman bhavatu. That means what? Balakaha Ayushman bhavatu. Shishuhu Ayushman.
You are giving him. आशीर्वाद दे रहे हैं
आशीर्वाद आज्ञा प्रार्थना whatever आशीर्वाद also it can be used in the आशीर्वाद that is another meaning also another way in this form can be used it could be आशीर्वाद means wish actually wish your wish or order or request so in different meanings this form can be used so balakaha ayushman bhavatu is there a karma pada there?
No.
So there also akarmaka only.
Akarmaka.
So it is akarmaka only. So there, what is the kartrupadam there? In balaka ayushman bhavatu.
Ayushman.
Yeah. Okay. And what is balakaha?
Prathama ekavachan.
No, is it a kartrupadam?
No, it is not a kartrupadam.
Yeah, both are kartrupadam here, and one we have to take it as a visheshanam. Balakaha ayushman bhavatu. Both are in prathama vibhakti ekavachanam only. And both can be considered kartrupadam, and one of them will be visheshanam. So whichever you want to take as a visheshanam, one of them will be.
Bala can be taken as a visheshanam.
Yeah, and because both the bhava means happening work is being done by balaka only. Balaka is ayushman.
Okay. Long live.
Yeah.
Thank you, sir. Thank you.
Sir, can we consider the Ayushman as Karmapadam?
No. Ayushman is not Karmapadam. Karmapadam will be in Ditiya Vibhakti if it is there. Ayushman Prathama Vibhakti, because Balaka himself is becoming Ayushman, right?
Yeah.
So Ayushman is a character or a property of Balaka here.
So no, here the question is, what is Bhavadu for Balaka? Ayushman Bhavadu.
Yeah, but Balaka himself is becoming Ayushman. Suppose when we say Ramaha Pustakam Patatu, Rama is not becoming Pustaka.
Yeah. Yes.
Ramaha Pustakam Patati. There the Pustaka is a separate object. It is not Rama and Pustaka, they are not the same things. They don't refer to the same physical thing.
Yes.
So here, Balaka and Ayushman, they refer to the same physical object.
Same person.
Yeah, same physical entity. That is one way of recognizing the Visheshanam. This is another thing I just said, that how do you know Visheshanam and Vishesha relationship, Sambandha? Because both of them, they point to the same entity, same thing. Yeah. Whether it is physical, it could be physical thing or it could be some abstract thing. So it could be some thought or something. But in any case, Visheshyam and Visheshanam, both the words, they refer to the same object all the time. Oh, we forgot Baka. Baka is also there. Okay, story time. So this is a picture. So what all is happening with the known words and the known forms of the words and Kriyapadams, we can try to form the story here. Okay. So I'll again start from the top. Here in my list here. The list here in this conference list that shows in the order of people how they join, in that order. The first one is Karta Mahodaya. One sentence we can form here.
Yeah. Yashoda. What I can say?
Yashoda, kim karoti?
We have to use it in Uttishtadu or
Yashoda Pashyati.
Yashoda Pashyati. Nageshwar Mohoday, okay. Yashoda Pashyati. Now the question comes, kim Pashyati?
Balakrishna Krida Pashyati.
No, we have to use it in Ajnapadam, sir.
No, not necessarily. This is just
general. There exactly I made the mistake.
Okay.
I thought it is that.
Try again. Okay. Try again.
Yeah. Yashoda Pashyati.
Yashoda kim Pashyati?
Yashoda Krishnam Pashyati.
यशोदा किं पश्यति?
यशोदा कृष्णं पश्यति.
कृष्णं
पश्यति.
यस्, कृष्णं पश्यति. उत्तमम्, उत्तमं वाक्यम्.
यशोदा कृष्णलीला पश्यति.
कृष्णलीलां पश्यति. लीलां पश्यति. ओके, गीता भगिनी नेक्स्ट.
कृष्ण माकन चुराती. माकन.
कृष्णः
माकन चुराती.
So makhan we have navanita.
Navanitam. Okay.
Navanitam kim karoti? Chorayati.
Chorayati. I thought in Hindi. Okay. Chorayati. Krishnaha Navanitam Chorayati.
So the question, let me ask you. Yashoda Krishnam kim vadati? Yashoda Krishnam kim vadati? Yashoda pashyati. Krishnaha Navanitam chorayati.
Yashoda Krishnam Navanitam pashyati. Chorayam pashyati.
No. Kim vadati? Vadati means says. What does it say?
Says.
Now here you can use the that ajna. Gachatu, etc.
Okay. Gachatu.
Something like, not only gachatu, like that any other kriya padam you can use in the ajna form. In that form.
So can we say Krishnaha Navanitam na Chorayatu?
Ha.
Yashoda Krishnam pashyatu.
No, Yashoda Krishnam pashyati. She looks. And she says, as Suresh Mahoday said, Yashoda Krishnam vadati. Kim vadati? Navanitam na chorayatu.
Na chorayatu.
Yashoda Krishnam vadati. Navanitam na chorayatu.
Navanitam na chorayatu. Okay. Na can be used in Sanskrit?
Yes.
Okay.
So other word, in this case we can use na also, no problem. But another commonly used for where in such cases is ma. Ma means don't. So
don't.
In this case what happens is Yashoda Krishnam vadati Navanitam ma chorayatu.
Ma chorayatu. Okay, sir.
Ma chorayatu. Na is also correct. But in place of that, sometimes we hear Navanitam ma chorayatu.
Okay, sir.
Guruji. How do you say come down? Is it avarohayatu? Like you ask Yashoda kim vadati? Krishna avarohayatu?
No, avarohatu.
Avarohatu. Oh. Will it be Krishnam avarohatu or Krish?
No, what is that you want to say? You want to address Krishna?
Yeah, Yashoda is addressing Krishna, saying Krishna come down or climb down. So just Krishna avarohatu.
Krishna, only Krishna.
Krishna avarohatu.
Okay, so hold on. So note that Krishnaha means, what is Krishnaha with the visarga? it means Krishnaha gacchati, all this we can use. Krishnaha gacchati, Krishnaha khadati, etc. But when we are addressing that person, Visarga will go away. There is no Visarga, just Krishna.
Oh, Dhanyavad.
So Krishna, Yashoda vadati, Krishna, or you can also add hey, hey Krishna. Hey is a separate word. Hey, hey Krishna, Navanitam na chorayatu.
In this it is like Sambodhana Padam.
Yeah, Sambodhana only. Addressing is Sambodhana. Okay, so now, but step by step, what are the other sentences which are possible here, Soumya Bhagini?
Yes, Guruji. Krishnaha mitrasya upari tishtati.
See, that's a good sentence. Krishnaha mitrasya upari tishtati. Simple, easy to understand. Krishnaha mitrasya upari tishtati. Okay. Any other sentence you can think of?
Saha ghatam pashyati.
Yeah, very good. Like these simple sentences are very easy to understand. Saha ghatam pashyati. Krishnaha krishnam pashyati. Krishnaha ghatam pashyati. Saha ghatam pashyati. Krishnaha mitrasya upari tishtati. Good. Okay.
Dhanyavadah.
Balakaha ghatam bangati. Balakaha ghatam bangati. Breaking the pot.
Kim karoti?
Ghatam bangati. I don't know whether I'm using that.
Again, think
breaking, right?
Try to limit what you know. You don't have to, again, so.
Can we say Balakaha kridati?
Yeah, Balaka kridati. Yes, Balaka kridati. Balaka, they are playing, but if you know the Bahuvachana, that is fine, but Bahuvachana, since we still not reached there, but you can still keep using Balaka. Ekaha Balaka kridati, Anyaha Balaka kridati. You can keep saying that. Then you can also say Krishna is giving Navanita to Mitra. So what do you say? Now to Mitra, forget that. We know. Krishna is giving Navanita. How do you say that?
Krishna mitrasya navanitam dadati.
Krishna navanitam.
Krishna navanitam mitrasya dadati.
Dadati. So mitrasya now used. It is okay. No, it is not wrong entirely. But to somebody to whom it is given, we'll see how to use that in a different way. But right now mitrasya is fine. Krishna navanitam mitrasya dadati. Okay. Now.
So we can. Sorry, please.
Yeah, Mitra.
Krishna navanitam nayati. Taking Krishna navanitam nayati.
Yes, Krishna navanitam nayati.
So what's the word for breaking?
Yeah, I'll tell you. What is Sudhirma?
So, Krishnam ghatasya navanitam nayati.
Ghatasya navanitam nayati.
Balaka hasati.
Balaka hasati. And then here also
Krishnasya mitram samipe tisthati.
Krishnasya mitram samipe tisthati. And then this
breaking
navanitam is falling.
Patati.
Navanitam patati.
Putra patati.
On the floor, down.
No, floor no. Here.
बालकस्य
बालकस्य उपरि
उपरि पतति
right?
Yes.
Mastaka, balaka.
मस्तक करेक्ट मस्तक बालकस्य मस्तकस्य उपरि बालकस्य मस्तकस्य उपरि पतति
For Shiro
Shira has a different form. Okay, so let's right now let's not go there. So mastaka is simple. Mastakasya upari pati.
Krishna ghatam pashyati.
Krishna hasati.
वातायनम् अस्ति
वातायनम् अस्ति
कृष्णस्य मित्रं घटम् अवरोधति That's breaking, right?
Breaking is a different word, but right now if you want to just say beating, he is beating it, you can say tadayati. Tadayati.
Tadayati.
Tadayati. Yeah, breaking. But it's not breaking, it is beating. Tadayati. So for breaking, we can use for breaking. We let's say break bhangam. Somebody said bhanga, right? Suresh Modi said bhanga. So to keep it simple, what you can do, bhangam karoti. So when we use this like this will be easier. We can use karoti for almost anything, okay? Any kriya, any action. So bhangam karoti. Kasya bhangam karoti?
Ghatam bhangam karoti.
Ghatasya bhangam karoti. Ghatasya bhangam karoti. Mitram, Krishnasya mitram ghatasya bhangam karoti. Yashoda dhavati. Yashoda dhavati. So you can construct a story like this. Krishnasya mitram asti. Krishnaha mitrasya upari tishtati. Krishnaha कृष्णः मित्रस्य उपरि तिष्ठति कृष्णः घटं पश्यति कृष्णः घटस्य नवनीतं किं करोति आनयति और नयति कृष्णः घटस्य नवनीतं नयति कृष्णः नवनीतं घटमेव ददाति कृष्णः नवनीतस्य घटं ददाति अनन्तरं एषः बालकः एषः अथवा एतत् मित्रं because mitram is napunsakilingam so एषः we can't use with mitram so it has to be etat though this is a male balaka if it is a mitram we have to use napunsakilingam so etat mitram or एषः बालकः घटं ताडयति घटस्य भङ्गं करोति अनन्तरं किं भवति नवनीतं पतति नवनीतं मस्तकस्य बालकस्य मस्तकस्य उपरि पतति बालकः नवनीतं खादति बालकः हसति कृष्णः हसति अनन्तरं यशोदा वदति हे कृष्ण नवनीतं मा चोरयतु भवान् गच्छतु यशोदा वदति भवान् गच्छतु कृष्णः किं वदति कृष्ण वदति अहं नवनीतं खादामि कृष्णः वदति हे मित्र नवनीतं खादतु अनन्तरं कृष्णः वदति यशोदां वदति कृष्णः वदति यशोदां किञ्चित् तिष्ठतु किञ्चित् means little bit tishtatu is also used as a like a stand or wait like कृष्णः यशोदां वदति किञ्चित् तिष्ठतु अहं नवनीतं खादामि मम मित्रम् अपि नवनीतं खादति अहं सन्तुष्टः भवामि मम मित्रम् अपि सन्तुष्टः भवति मम अन्यत् मित्रम् अन्यत् नपुंसकलिङ्गं मित्रम् अन्यत् मित्रम् अपि सन्तुष्टं भवति. Like this you can.
Sir, happy is used there? Api.
Api means also.
Also.
Eva, api means also, and what did I say? Eva?
No.
Api actually means again, right? Eva means also.
Api means also.
Also.
So what are the new words we have studied today?
Api, Sadayati, Bangam.
Yeah, not only in this one, generally throughout the class there are many new words came up today. Oh, it's already 11. Okay. Like upari, antaha, samipe, adya, shvaha, parashvaha, hyaha, parahyaha, for today, tomorrow, day after tomorrow. Adya today, shvaha tomorrow, parashvaha day after tomorrow. Hyaha yesterday. Kal, parahyaha
day before yesterday.
Day before yesterday. Tadayati, chorayati, and then this ajñārthaka and prarthanavachaka kriyapada rupani, like kriyapada forms, like what? Like patatu, gacchatu. These should be used with the prathama purusha, like somebody else is doing, like mahila, or you can also use them with bhavan, bhavati also. Bhavati pustakam patatu, bhavati shalam gacchatu, bhavan graham agacchatu. That's what we can use. Okay. Any questions?
Sir, this PPT which we are seeing, originally we had this PPT in a downloadable format. Then thereafter, various classes we had taken. So every class, you had updated it. So can we have it in some downloadable form at once the class ends, so that it becomes easier for us to revise? A lot of things are there in this.
Yeah, but
if you just download it before the class, it's updated.
Sorry, sir.
No, the download link is already there, right, on our class page.
But I could not get this thing. I can go to that home page wherein video recording and audio things I can see it, but this is not as such is available for download. At least I could not see it.
It can be seen from the email.
From the email?
No, not
in the email there is audio, video, both links are there.
Yeah. So I'm talking about this downloadable file which we can revise rather than seeing the video file.
So here the link to the slide is there.
Okay, sir. I got it.
From here you can download it anytime.
Okay, fine. Thank you so much, sir.
अस्तु नमस्कारः शुभदिनं
नमस्कार सर थैंक यू सर
नमस्कारः शुभदिनं शुभरात्रि
धन्यवादः
नमस्कार
गुरुजी
सर शुभरात्रि
धन्यवादः
थैंक यू
धन्यवादः
नमस्कार गुरुजी नमस्कार
धन्यवाद गुरुजी
शुभदिनम्